Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna review this Cobalt two-piece universal. These wrench tools that new wrench tools Cobalt's put out, and one of them goes. The SAE goes from 5/16 to 3/4, a 12-in-1 tool, and the metric goes from 8 mil to looks like 19 mil. Now, if you'll follow me over, today I'm working on my my Prius, and I thought, what better place to use this? So I know that this is a 14 mil, so I'm gonna go over here and open this up to, which by the way, the little 14 is right inside the bottom of the opening for that particular bolt, and not going to happen. Let me go back to 13 here and try that and see if it'll go on here. Well, kind of acts like it wants to, but it does not do so. And the problem is, if you'll come up here, this plate goes much higher than the head of the nut, so it's virtually impossible to get anything when just a little bit. So to be fair, let me grab these and let's go over to a bicycle that I have outside that I need to work on. And I know that there's much more nut on it, that I'll have more meat to grab, and I'd imagine that that is also a 14. Right. So in all fairness, that works. But the metal plate that they have on here, I mean, it just barely catches the nut. If you'll come in a little bit here and see, you can see it just barely catches the nut. Now, if I was to go on the head of a bolt, which I don't honestly know that I have one to hook into that's just close by, but you can see the difficulty I'm having. If there's any obstruction whatsoever, you're just out of luck. It doesn't turn. It doesn't have the angles as a regular wrench would have, and you just run into everything and anything that's in the path. And application-wise, I think that if you were to have a situation where you were just loosening a bolt off the top, I think these would work really well. It would have to be a fat bolt head, but you could grab it. And these seem to be, let me just drop this down here. In all fairness, these turn really well, and it's a quick application to switch the size of whatever nut head, bolt head or nut that you would need. But it's easy push button setup, won't turn on you. You know which one you're grabbing, the blues, the metric, the reds, the SAE, and they feel reasonably solid. They got that shake to them, but that's where you know you're gonna have that with the button push. And it seems like a solid little tool, but I think Cobalt could have put an angle in there like a regular wrench would have, and it would have been a better tool. So my review on this basically is, and I know I didn't spend but a couple of minutes on a couple of different bolts, but when you're talking about different wrenches, let me grab one. It's a difference of 1/8 of an inch versus almost a 1/4 inch between where your nut head would be, and maybe even more, because your nut head wouldn't go all the way up against that. So for tight spots, I don't recommend these. But as for a bolt or a nut that you could really grab hold of, it's got a lot of meat, a lot of thickness, I think these would be awesome. So that's my review. Thank you for your time today, and thanks. Good luck.